Good day, fellow crafters. Welcome back to the Forget Me Not Card Company YouTube channel and the Altenew Educators Color Me Autumn video hop. Today, I'm excited to share with you how to create this gorgeous fall card using some beautiful products from Altenew's fabulous product line. In this tutorial, we'll be using dyes and alcohol inks to add vibrant, rich autumn color and texture to your handmade card. Perfect for celebrating the cozy fall season. If you're looking for creative die cutting inspiration and ways to elevate your alcohol ink techniques, you're in the right place. Let's jump in. First, let's go over the products that we're going to use today. Our supplies is going to be the Yupo paper, alcohol, blending solution, ink blower, followed by some beautiful alcohol inks. First, Raspberry Sunset, Pumpkin Pie, Oak Moss, and Chocolate Milk. Don't forget the gloves. First, I'm going to take some of the blending solution and put it all over my Yupo paper. Any non-porous paper would work perfectly for this project. Once I have a generous amount down, I start with my pumpkin pie and spread it throughout my Yupo paper and then blow it with my ink blower, trying to make sure I get a nice coverage but not complete my whole entire page, as I got more colors to add. If you've ever worked with alcohol inks, you're going to know the beauty that these create, where no two projects ever turn out to be the same. To get a little bit of movement on my paper, I add the alcohol, which is great because now I add that Raspberry Sunset just for a little pop of color. And you're going to see this starts to come alive. Now, when you're doing alcohol inks, I love to blend the colors. And obviously, the yellow and red make orange. So now we have a third color. Kind of just that little unexpected loveliness that we all enjoy. When I'm doing my alcohol inks, I know a lot of folks like to leave a little bit of white space. I do not. I like to cover my whole paper. So I use my blower to push my alcohol inks to the edge of my Yupo paper. After I feel like I have a great coverage here, I add a little bit of the green, which is the oak moss, as well as just a little bit of that milk chocolate brown. Now, while it's still tacky, I have a whole box to the left and you'll see it there, but those are my scrap foils. Just when I'm foiling, I have little pieces left over. I don't ever let those go to waste because this is the perfect project just to add that little bit of shimmer and shine. Look at that! I've cut it down to size, and now you can definitely see how this art project is coming together. I want to add a little bit of texture to this, so I use the dotty swirls here. And this is going to be very, very subtle. But that's exactly the look that I'm going for. Peel it from my plate, and voila! Again, very subtle. My next step is to take these beautiful dies. They're called the Leaf Element dies from Altenew. These have gotten a lot of love from me and are definitely a staple in my stash. Now, as I lay them out on my background, I want to make sure that I'm getting several colors in there because this is going to create that beautiful ombre, or not really ombre look, but mixed look that I love. Now, as you're going to notice, my dye. I'm pointing to it right here. You can see that alcohol ink is stuck in there. Don't worry, not a big deal. Just take your microfiber cloth, add a little alcohol to it, give it a little rub-dub, and you're all set. Make sure you do this before your next project, however, because you definitely don't want that ink to go to another project that you are working on. Now, time for adhering. For these dyes, I'm just using my liquid glue, and I feel like that's going to give me a great secure coverage, which is what I need. These are definitely a little bit on the heavier side. That Yupo paper is not like your normal cardstock. It's definitely a little bit heavier, and you can feel it as you are putting everything together. So I adhere all pieces, kind of going off the side a little bit, in different directions, just creating this beautiful pattern. Now for my sentiment from Stylish Greetings, I'm going to be using the Thankful. And I feel like this is a great fall theme. I adhere my background to my card panel, which is already cut to size. It is an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. As I mentioned, those dies are pretty heavy, those die cuts. So I'm gonna add a couple of blocks just to make sure that they adhere nice. Now, I don't know if you've ever done this, but I love to cut my sentiments out of my alcohol inks or my glitter paper or just a pattern paper because it definitely just gives you a totally different vibe on your sentiment. And that is what I did here. I had so much of my project left over that I was like, oh, this Thankful is going to cut out beautifully. I put a little bit of white for the background, just so it stands out against that dark background. And now we have to pop it up with a little bit of that wonderful Altenew foam tape. This foam tape is a must for any card crafter, as it adds the perfect dimension to anything that you're trying to elevate. So easy to use and cut as needed. Now my card is complete. You see that subtle texture on the leaves and the background, that beautiful thank you sentiment. Voila! Thanks so much for crafting along with me today. I hope you've enjoyed this fall-themed card tutorial using Altenew's stunning dyes and alcohol inks. If you like this project and want to see more creative card-making ideas, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your crafty friends, and hit that subscribe button for more tutorials, tips, and crafty inspiration. This video is sponsored by Altenew as part of the Color Me Autumn video hop. To enter for a chance to win an Altenew gift card, be sure to visit each stop in the hop, leave a little love in the comment section, and support all the talented educators sharing their autumn-inspired projects. Every comment you leave is an entry into the giveaway. You'll find all the hop links and featured products in the description box below. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, stay creative and happy crafting.